The story of this car goes something like this. This car was posted for a reasonable price, and based on the pictures, it looked pretty good. But when I saw it, oh boy, there was a car buried under a mountain of dust. That's not coolant, that's just plain water which I had to put. The front wheels looked so bad, I didn't even bother checking the brakes. The key fob didn't work, the AC, not even a bit, and God knows what else did not. The interior. Well, it left me speechless, mostly because I was trying not to scream. It was a wasted long trip seeing a car in this condition. Hey, the engine started fine for now, with all these issues staring me in the face. Only a total idiot. Fast forward to the first 10 miles on the freeway doing about 70 miles per hour, and the wheels locked up, and the car refused to move. But don't worry, it got better. Only after a few more miles, the brakes failed, and now the car refuses to stop. Now, since this beauty is a manual and the emergency brake lever still works on the rear wheels somewhat, I bravely headed home, and somehow I made it. Without brakes, the first thing to fix would be those ugly wheels. Upon closer inspection, you would notice the rotors were glazed after the brakes locked up. But whatever, they are getting replaced anyway. In my world, if the wheels look good, the car looks good. But you have to wash it, or the looks good part doesn't apply. I got the key fob working, but sent the car off to a shop to fix the electricals because honestly, I wasn't that curious to figure it out myself. After seeing the repair costs, I realized it would be better to do things myself. Next, the coolant flush. I couldn't let this engine run on whatever that liquid was. Then came the interior, which honestly needed a miracle. I didn't know from where to start and what to do. The seats are electronically heated, so what to the wise, don't wash them like this. But look at all the gunk that's coming out. Think this is bad? Wait till you see the carpets. This is coming just from the water pressure. Later, I went in with the carpet cleaner, shampoo, and some magic. When it was done, the interior actually looked, well, a bit better than I thought it would come out. Oh, and the dashboard got a wash as well. By now, I have already flushed the engine oil once. So, this transmission flow has some play in it, for which it's going to be swapped. I drained the transmission oil because it's done 50,000 miles. I added some genuine Ford transmission fluid because, well, I'm a Ford guy now. Now to fix the brakes, that meant removing the wheels. And since Ford decided to design their lug nuts like a two-piece puzzle that swells over time, I couldn't use a regular wrench. So naturally I bought a special tool to remove them. This is specifically designed to remove lug nuts with these kind of issues and have half size increments. Since I was already removing the wheels, I figured I could clean the nearby areas as well. Initially, I thought I would just clean the wheel arch. The other side looked just as bad as this. So I decided to go full throttle and clean everything I could possibly clean. As you will soon see, this car has more dried leaves than you will find in a forest. I initially planned to take this fender out, but Ford, in their infinite wisdom, put a bolt behind the glass. I could take it off, but putting it back will be a nightmare. So, anyway, I can wash it from the inside. This is the state of the car because of bad design. There is not much thought put into this. They could have done a different approach, maybe a smaller holes for the air circulation, but no, they had to do this way, and because of this, Ford cars don't last long. But if you take care, they do. I replaced the air filter and cleaned the throttle body. The engine oil was replaced once again for a second time. Notice how the right brake pads are worn more than the left. Seems like the brake calipers were stuck. Do not worry about the surface rust on the new rotor. That's just from cleaning it with hot soapy water to remove the oil film. I installed new pads, greased the caliper pins, and moved on to washing the engine underneath. There were no leaks. It was just a dried up mess from when the oil filter was changed by older technicians. Ford's design here is awful. There's barely enough room for your hand, and you will regret every minute of it. On to cleaning the rear brakes, the ones that got me home. After cleaning, this looks pretty good. Even though I have a new set of brake shoes, these old ones have a lot of life left in them, so I'm not going to change for now. Drums are smooth, there is no ridges, so these will work as well. The new ones definitely look better than them, but this is good enough. The new rotors will look fantastic once the wheels are clean on both sides. The new brake pads are high quality ceramic. So once the wheels are clean, there should be less dust collected in future. And cleaning will be much easier and faster. So this looks like a one-time effort. Hopefully. And here's where I get creative and start to think I'm a genius. I fixed the car's AC with a tire inflator. You can't put the shredded valve on the low pressure side. So I used one of those cans with a pipe and a little toy inflator attachment. Then pumped the system to around 40 psi and checked for leaks. After that, I cleaned the radiator and condenser with coil cleaner to improve the airflow. This should theoretically help the AC compressor run more efficiently. Once there were no more leaks, we can step to use the manifold gauge. I then pull the vacuum to remove all the moisture from the system. If you skip this step, the AC will not last. Once the vacuum is replaced with refrigerant, the compressor will kick in when there is enough pressure and pull even more refrigerant. Keep an eye on the pressure readings because weather, humidity, and other factors will affect it. Always measure how much of a refrigerant is required for your vehicle. Having a little less is better than having too much. It's working correctly. Fresh brake fluid was added. The old lug nuts, they were definitely not going back on the car. These new ones are a few millimeters longer than the original, but looks better. With the right coolant added, my masterpiece now gets around 36 miles in the city, and on the freeway it's just exceptional. The car now looks like the vision I had when I first saw it. Almost. I wanted to add some dark tint to the windows, maybe change to all LEDs. That would complete my vision. But sadly, now the car needs to go to a new home. This is a great car. It has heated seats, heated mirrors, sunroof, cruise control, ambient lights, the features you usually find in much expensive cars. In case you missed, the car is already running. That's how refined it is now. So, yeah, this video is just to show that a rebuilt car can actually be rebuilt properly with a lot of patience and a little bit of DIY. This may not have a clean title, but it's as clean a car could get inside out. This was supposed to be my perfect daily driving, mostly because this does not have a turbo, which instantly means less of a maintenance. This would be the easiest car to park even on the busiest Costco days and has enough space to fill everything from the cart. It's practical, economical, comfortable, and kind of cute. So, if you are looking for a car like this, then this would be the best one out there.